Good morning, traders. Can you hear me? Morning, TC. Good morning, traders. Can you hear me? Okay, so the market started like fading in pre-market at 7 o'clock. We know, yes, over here is what I start looking every morning. We are at this major support. This is from the 16th. Okay, we are breaking this level down, so this is an important level. We're just breaking it below 5,250, now 5,240. This is bearish, okay? So for now, we're starting to look only for short opportunities this morning. Okay, you can see over here the signal. It came with the J-line rejection to short. Good morning, Chad. Good morning to see Anthony. Morning, everybody. Drinking a coffee with my bear soon. I will be with another trader over here. Actually, he's a young trader. I think he's 19. Yeah, he's from San Marino, studying university, and also coming over here for a day to trade. Morning, Tibor. Thank you, brother. The responsible of all these beautiful pictures is Tibor, okay? So he's the one that's making all this. So thank you, brother. Earth is going down. Remember that we had a 2 big day run. This was the 16th, this was the 17th, and this morning over here is looking for a fail. Okay, so I'm watching this. Bull is another one that I'm following. We had Bull over here running on the 11th, big squeeze over here, a couple of long plays, and then we made a lower high. Now we are support 25. If you break this 24, 25, we're probably going to go all the way down to 8. Good morning, brother. Let me fix over here the road. Let me see if I can fix it. Thank you. Okay, let me know if it's better on YouTube, the voice, the sound. And I'm looking also at Mura. Okay, so remember Mura is here on our list. Because if you can hold 250, 240, this can be a good long today, okay? And this morning we had EVGN. Okay, I wanna share over here some of the trades that we took in the trade room EVGN. So we took the short plays, all right? This is Pete. So we all took the short play over here. So I'm gonna explain you a few things about this, right? The reason why Can you hear me, team over here? Let me know if you can hear me good. Okay. Sorry, but this is the first day for me, so I'm like, you know, still with the pagnotte and all the food that I ate yesterday for Easter. You know how is Italy. And I ate too much, so I'm still like sleeping with all those carbs. I'm sorry for this. Okay, but I was saying, this is EVGN, right? So EVGN, I want to see what the stock did in the past. And over here, I look at EdgeToTrade and I don't see anything. And I said before, by the way, I'm not here to sell you anything. I don't give a crap about it. I'm here because I've been doing this for myself, for my team, so for the traders trading with me, and also because I want to give you something more. And then if you like, you can join the room and, you know, see how we trade. But essentially, I want to teach you something. There's a lot of crap out there, and I'm here. I'm real. I'm putting like all my passion in this job for the last 25, 26 years, since I was 19 and now I'm 43. So I want to share with you something that if you like it or you don't like it, you can simply actually start looking at it from today. So EVGN has a daily level at 2. Okay, so I go on a daily chart and I start looking at the levels that we have. And then over here, this passed from 117 to 180. And you can see over here, 180, we had around 20,000 sellers. So once the price hit over here, you can see that this is Pete, start like shorting this level, like very perfect, around 715. So you start really getting the top over here of the move. Now these bars that you can see on Bookmap are very easy to understand because you can see this level over here is a true resistance. These are sellers. So what do? You simply short in front of those sellers, right? We can use that, and I'm not, I generally use the 1 minute, but also I can tell you that the 10 seconds could also work good because you can see that once we got to the level over here, we start rejecting. So also this is a pretty good 1 minute to use. Or you can use, instead of the candlestick, you can use the normal volume dots, okay? So it depends really what you like the most. All are good. Experiment, try yourself. For now, I will put over here the 1 minute. And then you can see here, another trader started shorting a little bit lower. So the VWAP, and another trader over here a little bit lower. Because what happens? Not everybody's gonna be ready over here when this shoots to start like shorting, right? So sometimes you will short like the less pops. And all the traders ask me, Jay, where's the target? 1 minute J lines, it's this. You can see how perfect we went to there. And traders like cover there, cover there. By the way, traders, please put a like and a comment in description and share with friends. I just ask you this. I want this becomes, you know, a pretty good like morning routine for us. We had SHFS and I posted over here the alert this morning before over here 7 o'clock, right? You can see over here, this is 12:55, so it's my 6:55, it's 6:55 New York. And I said, guys, potential over here 7 a.m. over, under 5. You can see this is the 5 level, right? The 5 level, why? Because often at 7 o'clock, when all these brokers open, we have a pop and then a fail. This is Anthony, a trader over here. Anthony is the one who's coming here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anthony, I mean, not today, is coming over here from New York in June. Today we have a trading set that I said, 19 years old from San Marino. He made 760. This is with Trade Zero. Anthony, also thank you because he made a very good testimonial for us. So not bullshitting. He made in 30 days 8K, so he doubled his account and he posted the Trade Zero broker statements. And why we took this short? $5 once it filled the 5 and it came all the way down to the 1 minute J lines. So I said over here, first TP 440. What happened? First TP over here 440. Second TP is going to be over here $4. So let's hold to the $4. Ciao Rambo. Rambo is my dog, Rambo. Okay, so he just came in with us to have some fun. And you can see instead over here, I don't have the candles, right? I have more the dots. So the dots, each dot is an execution over here into the chart, but I can simply right click, I put inherit from EVGN, and now I can see what happened over here with the candles. You can see that it popped, it came over here over the 5, below the 5, this is 7 o'clock time, and then it starts simply to fill. You can see these bars, right, is filling. And you can change this even if you want, as I said, to the 10-second chart, you know, if in case you like to see better the price action. But I said this is a confirmation of tool of the trading system that we have over here on our on the chart. Yeah, sorry guys, I have to change over here from the two screens. Okay, so one you will see the charts, one you will see over here Bookmap. Okay, so I'm sharing over here Bookmap to explain in 1 second. All right, the timing of entry. So this is Bookmap, and you can see over here on the left I look at the stats. This is SFSS. So this is when we have the 7 o'clock, it breaks the 7 o'clock. This is the $5 level, spiked, these big spikes. These are the spikes that I love to short into. Why? Because when you see a spike, you see a big seller, okay, big exhaustion. And this is the timing. On EVGN is even clearer because you can see that once the price, remember we got to that 180, you can see how beautiful this is. It got over here to the 180, right? Look how beautiful. And this gives you the possibility to short few cents away from that resistance, risking this level, and then it came all the way down. But this is really like niche, okay, a niche of trading, because not a lot of traders do this in the stocks. They more doing like my friend Scott Pulcini on futures, where you also have iceberg orders and more things. But it's a very, very, very good, I would say, edge in trading this. Okay, let's go back over here and we start looking at what else we have. So Hertz is going down, bull I don't care. This is EVGN. So EVGN, where we can put these small now. Okay, so this was the level that we got. I'm gonna also put Bookmap so we can see all on the same screen. The timing of execution. And I think this is a really good idea. It's a good play. And over here we can write the process. So daily level, actually, sorry. We can put daily level, $2, okay? So once you have the daily level $2, what do? You check, first check for exhaustion. Bookmap gives you red, okay, really talking really red, I would say heat map is called, the red band. Then short TP to 1 minute J lines, and it's always that 1 minute J lines. It's always like that. Okay, so a lot of these small caps, they actually are like pop and fail. Okay, is it clear, traders, the setup, the trade? So, and the level of entry is, this is the short entry from, I would say, the system, right? The system over here tells you gap and crap. And over here, this is the pops to add more. And this is the first TP. Okay, so the first TP of this. Let me know, team, if this is clear. So, okay. Thank you, brother. Hey, Rambo. Hey. Of course, team, I'm having my lunch over here in Italy. Is like 1:30. Yeah, 1:30 p.m. I have my dog over here. Just came over here to have some food with me. I'm having chicken and potatoes, and he loves it. So I'm looking at the scanner. Let's look at the scanner together. We have hey, Rambo. Rambo. What's that? Yeah. I'm looking at the scanner. We have this morning. So if it's SHFS, and it's interesting because it's a micro float, and market cap is very, very small. So right now I don't see any kind of volume. We'll see 8 o'clock if something's coming. Otherwise our target is going to be, as I said, 390 and lower. We have APVO that came all the way down. So unless this starts like putting some volume, I'm not shorting, I'm not longing. Wait. MLGO is interesting. Good morning, buddy. Welcome back. So MLGO is interesting because a stock that likes to extend. You can see over here on Bookmap, sorry, on EdgeToTrade. Okay, I'm looking at the stock, right? That S means SSR. So first of all, short seller restriction. Let's also put over here MLGO. We have a 10 million float, a short float pretty high, 43%. So this means it can squeeze good. Then we have a history of spike. You see average spike, 135. So this means that from the open, it likes to extend a lot. So be very careful when you trade this. Pretty soon you will hear my dog going crazy. Put a like, please, in the screen share. Okay, thank you very much. If you can retweet, also appreciate. I wouldn't look too short. I'm looking for more long play. So MLGO, now we'll look at the levels, but SSR, I short percentage float. Okay, so MLGO, we have SSR, 42% short float. What it means that 42% of this 10 million, so around 4 million, something like that, is held by short. Okay, so I can squeeze a lot. For now, low volume, but if we get volume, this will be a good long play today. Okay, so I'm looking at that. Let's see ADD. Nothing for now. Let's go back to the charts. Okay, let's put over here MLGO. And now we'll find levels together. Okay, what you see over here, what are all these lines? This is the system that automatically traces the high levels of supply and demand. Okay. He's eating my chicken. So I know exactly, even if I don't draw myself the levels, okay, which levels I have to watch. Yeah, one of the I would say other things that I would do is trace over here the fibs. So till this point over here, this level over here that I like a lot, between 14 and 15. This is my level this morning. Also a lot over here, big levels. So let's see on the 5 minutes. So we're very far from there. But the two levels that I'm looking in the chart, if I take along where I can have over here the extension into this 11 and into this 15. Okay, so I'm gonna write over here. First play will be a long play, and I'm going to explain again why. SSR, if we get volume and high percent short float, so this can give us a long play with J lines, TP 11, then 15. Those are my two levels. For short, waiting open to see if we get extension. Average extension of this stock from open is more than 100%. So we have to be very careful over here this morning to look for a short play. Also in SSR, and if we get high volume, those stocks I'm not really going to trade them. So MLGO, we have to be very, very careful. Anybody took the short or the long over here this morning? Yeah, for now it's fading. UPXI popping. Let's see. Rambo 8.
Yep, tons.
So we have UPXI, and then we're looking also into futures, okay? So guys, we have UPXI. Let's look at this. It's a micro float, history of fader. Start watching 350 over here. Shoot into the 4, let's see. Okay, much better. So UPXI, start watching for a fail of 350 and rejection too short, or push exhaustion to 420 too short. Start watching for these two levels, okay? I also put Bookmap over here. In case you want to see Bookmap, you just tell me. And that's your short over here, rejection of the 5, the 350. Let's put a 1 minute. If it breaks this level 328, we'll go all the way down. Morning Tran, morning Guido. Still staying below 350s. There we go. It touched a 327 and it came back up. So this short is still good. 355 now. Short play. Risk 360. Okay. So my target is the 1 minute J-lines over here, 256. The risk is very small, between 5 and 7 cents risk. Okay. There's still a lot of volume, so this can push up very fast. So you have to be pretty quick in cutting the trade if this doesn't work. Because if you break 365, this will shoot. Still a lot of volume. If you start looking at the tape, there's volume over here. Let's see this bar. If it breaks over here at 340, we'll wash. But if it breaks 365, then you're gonna have 4 plus. And there we are. You see the J Slim? This traders is what I like to see for a major short play, because it's a fake out of the 360. So if it's confirmed this, now it's gonna unwind. There we go. Come on, you can do it. I'm gonna share Bookmap. So now you understand why I was saying that risk 360, 370 for this reason. You can see this big heat map over here. That is the level that I've been watching. So you have this level, but now careful, you can see those bars over here coming 340, 345. So somebody's trying to hold and push. So they're playing a little bit of games now. And when I see this, it makes me believe they're gonna push it to the upside, okay? So better to take a break even and let it go. So what we see here is the fake breakdown. When we see this, it generally turns to be a long play. So possibly it's gonna go 4+. Let's see. So we have now UPXI for the long play, SHFS for the short, MLGO, I like over here the long play. Long play MLGO, and J-lines dip and push. Long pattern. So you can see the nice fake breakdown instead on UPXI, and now it's gonna push. It's gonna go 420, 450, high volume. So, and you can see here why this is pushing, because we had a ton of volume, okay, 350K, and then they broke it, now it's 800K. So don't short something like this. This was a good short over here into the 350, 360, fake breakdown. Remember what we said, often when we see these fake breakdowns, that they will lead to a big push and then the volume. Over here, MLGO, if the traders over here, my team took this long, use the risk over here at 915 because there's not enough liquidity, it's only 40K. Big push now. Well, you see there's no play over here.
Yeah.
Yes, we have to wait. So possibly yes is going to go 5 to 50, trendline break and short, and Q as well. So set your risk over here, 915 on MLGO. This is gonna go now 5+, hold it. Nice long play team. Remember, it's a micro float. News of 100 million private placement. Beautiful, buddy. Exactly how you want to play. So now this is you can see here, this level at 622 is a daily level. We touched it, but this doesn't mean go short, right? You want to look for more trend line break and rejection before going short. So this is still early. Also very good, Guido, on how you change over here the perspective on this. Beautiful, buddy. So you were short before, scratch trades over here, and then the long play on that fake reversal. So remember, first they faked out over here, okay, on this bar. So you go short. This is a good one. But then when you had a fake breakdown of this and that volume coming in, then you stay long. I liked how you played, buddy. I like it. Very good. So let's put a 5-minute chart right now. So this morning we had EVGN. We had over here UPXI and very early SHFS. Cover for more. Okay, so SHFS cover more at $4. I hope you took this long because it's paying good. I'm over here the 370, 380 until the $6. So sweet. Con questo non c'è ancora niente perché è troppo su adesso.
Yeah.
Okay, start watching OCS and NQ for a short play. So on a trendline break here, let's see if the system will give us a short. It already gave the system short over here this morning, okay? 7 o'clock, it's actually 7:10. Tesla's following the same. I'm looking also over here, the Italian market, you can see the FT MIB. So wait for confirmation on ES and NQ to short. So MLGO is working a little bit, but there's no volume. You can see the volume is 30K per minute. So MLGO, there's no volume for now. The next level is 7. Remember, with this volume, you want to go long, right? Don't look too short. So another thing, start looking at higher time frame. When you see like exhaustion patterns like this bar that is forming right now. Am I going short right now? No. The only, as I said, the only short opportunity we had over here from 360 till it went like till 330. But then with big volume, shift to long. Remember, on the 1 minute, you can see it very, very good. Okay, so this gives us a short play. Then we had a fake breakdown of this level. And then it turned to be a big push. And then the volume breakout over here. You can see a nice over here cup pattern. A J-line curl breakout. And now it's still holding over here, still making higher lows on the 5 minutes. So don't short this. There's a little bit of heat map around $6, so it can go a little bit down over here, 560s. I'm going to share what I mean. So if you look at this point, you can see that you can enter an aggressive short. This is also like Trent was saying. You can start looking, this is more like aggressive short. Okay, that is, you know, the heat map that you can see actually in the play. But personally, you know, for newbies, I'm just saying this, I wouldn't go short, all right? So try to, this is the level here at, is here. That is the level, okay? So you can see over here also on the chart, where's the level, okay, of that seller, of that pullback. Dai una cicca. Ah, vado per... Come stai te?
Alright, yeah, no.
C'è febbre?
No. Mattina.
C'ho le cicche in casa che vuoi, eh? Gli ho una zacca.
Vado a prendere?
Ah no, aspetta, la zacca lasciala di sotto. No, lascia stare.
Se va col gioco. Sono questi qui. Uno di questi per me.
Dai, prendo anch'io.
Devo dire che
Io sono magari due volte insieme con le patate.
yeah.
Dopo mangio solo uno shake. So we are short SHFS, SHFS. At 490, $4 and holding. And the second trade that we took is on UPXI. Long 370 to $6. Still yes, and in Q, no short. Tesla, we're gonna be waiting to open. MLGO over here, it's a small win for now. It's like 10-15 cents. So you simply try to hold. So they always tell, you know, that big traders, big traders, big traders. Read this. Read this, guys. Okay. He blew up 2 times his account. Also in 74, he lost 70% of his ETS fund, okay? Around 74, 78. And then he made 8 billion. So, sorry for my words, okay? Sometimes I'm a little bit rude. But fuck who tells you cannot do anything in life. Or somebody that criticizes you or tells that you're not good enough or whatever. Would I short over here right now? No. Okay, it's making a lower high, but in 2 seconds this can push. For me, this is still not a low risk entry short, okay? I told you. Rambo, this is a trader coming over here. As I said, he's very young, 19, 20. So this could be a fake breakdown of this level, 550, 560, and maybe we push back up, right? Roy, good morning, brother. I will love pizza. I had a last night, I ate too much. Sì, sì. Questa non mi serve. Vieni Dave, sono già in screen share con i ragazzi, ok? Quindi ti sentono se parli.
Di là ci sta Fred?
Sì, sì, ci stai, no? Sì, sì, vieni pure di qua. So yes, and NQ is still going up. Not looking to short. MLGO, we're still holding the long. It's a small long. We had a long over here on the J lines, very easy pattern. Dip J lines, push, but this long is very, very low size. This is the risk. If we can get volume, I will be looking for a 9.70 or 10, okay? So, MLGO update. Otherwise, is a stop at 9.10, 9.15. So what I say, why I'm more inclined over here now to think about a stop, because there's not that high volume. So we have to be careful. It's 2:30, still early for a plan. This is MLGO. And this is UPXI. So these are the long plays, short and then long play. what we can have over here, I think, a short. No, for me, not a short yet. Not a short yet, personally. Careful of this 940. Sorry, this 840 time. So in the next 10 minutes, you can start like dipping over here around 550, 560, and then 840, 850 before 9 o'clock. Volume comes in, and then you know they're gonna shoot it till 7. So let's see. So I want to go back over here, the process. So it pushed over here, and we had a lot of volume. So we got over here a short in the 360, risk 370, 365, came down 30 cents, good. But I say over here, after this day slim, we want to go over here all the way short. And instead, what we had a fake breakdown. You can see it broke over here the support, then it can push up with high volume. And we saw the tape going so fast. So the tape is level 2 for me and times in sales. When you actually say the tape is the times in sales, but I consider the both, you know, I'm looking level 2 in times in sales. And then over here we had an inside bar, a curl, and volume came in. Now look over here, the support. You see it? Support 550. It breaks or fake breakdown and then we push till 7. Let's see. Capisci? Ok. Anselmo Gommato, ragazzi in Italia, capite? Se avete bisogno scrivete in Trading Live, Trading Italia, ok? Sì, Trading Library. They're breaking, let's see. This is the 90 MA. Okay, so this band that you see here, this band, okay, 9 and 20 MA. SBFM, thank you, brother. So we're gonna put over here our name is Delilah. Because actually she tells me, listen.
MSFT.
Oh yeah, she's back. You hear her? So SBFM, and also thank you Chad over here. SBFM is pushing up. Careful for the long. So you want to learn the system over here. Pretty easy. Good morning, brother. So study this. And study this. Morning, Steven. And this team if you want the free course, okay? So SBFM, let's look that 1 second. So EVGN, we took the short, okay? EVGN, we took the short. You can see over here, several traders murdering this. These are the trades we took on EVGN. I explained over here the process, so go back on the recording on YouTube, okay? Also, please, traders, if you can, put a like. This is free. I'm doing it for you. Love you all. And as I said before, I'm not here to sell you anything. This is for my team. I want to share some good stuff and show you how the trading system that we made, the trading strategy that we made, it works. It's not a trading system automatically because I still like to press my finger on the short or long, short buy. But it all comes, you know, with the forecast, with the entry level, with the often an indicator here, and I would say not a glitch, but it's like an edge over the market toward the flow. So EVGN over here we shorted, but if we get EVGN, I'm gonna write over here. So now the plan. So first plan over here, even if it's early, EVGN. If we get pops to 160, adding back short. Setup, gap and crap. So only if we get it here. Otherwise, hold target is going to be $1. Okay. TP $1. Let's look now. Oh, our friend. There we go. There we go. There we go. Our friend. You see? You see that green arrow? The green arrow is our long play. Comes automatically. All right. So this over here is automated, but it's not connected to my account because I'm not gonna trade this long or this long. I want to trade this when it's the J lines. Okay. That's a long play. Came 620. So it's good for 40 cents and right away fast down. So you see how fast are these small caps. They are super fast. Okay, super fast. So target 7, okay? Okay?
Yeah.
TP 7 over here. And can we trade this if we don't have a system? It's going to be very hard. But this setup is almost similar to this, very too similar setup. So you can see the system over here. First give a J-line curl, and then a long over here. Automated long entry. Okay, it's not hard. Of course, not. I will see only that, and that will tell me J long. No, I want to know why. I'm still gonna read the tape. I'm gonna still look at the order flow. Okay, it's not because I have this. It's like an algo. It's not gonna tell me, oh, Jay, you know what? Long over here, blind. No, I still need to look and have my decision. I'm still the kind of person that doesn't make robots to think for him. All right. Guys, I hope you took it. $7. $7. Guarda come va. Per quello che abbiamo fatto bene a mettere quei hotkeys dei long. Questi anche con 100 shares ti dava $200. Con 100 shares da qua giù, oltre $200, perché il primo long è stato 3,80. Adesso è 8, sono quasi $400. Con 100 shares. Quindi per quello che ti dico, thank you brother. Oh, what a monster. What a monster. What a monster. Guys, I have to show you Bookmap over here 1 second. What a monster. Look, Bookmap over here. Look, Bookmap. Chad, you took SBFM, brother. What the heck? He took the SBFM? Ma... Guarda, è arrivato qui, ha fatto il push sul rosso, però questi due erano distanti, è arrivato il primo al secondo e il primo al secondo. Short play over here, short play aggressive, short aggressive now, at 820, risking 830, short aggressive on UPXI. Okay, you see that big heat map? As soon as I see I want to short into that, and then over here, careful, okay, because it can come up. So cover partial at 790, risk break even, 820.25. So what I want to share with you is how to use the order flow. And first you see this major seller 25,000, then it brings down, and then it comes high over here. If now this holds, hold the short all the way down. If this doesn't hold, get out over here, okay? You got it, this traders. Steven? So that is short play. For me, is that. Of course, Chris is 835 average animal. I'm putting over here back the chart, but you see that, traders, that is exactly when they tell me, oh, you don't have an edge on Bookmap. You can say whatever you want, but the first short we had over here is that. Okay, you just have to be quick. And then if they remove it, it's fine, but this is still like 60, 70 cents. Or even if you get 30, 40, it's still a good short play. That for me is the first short play that we had from this first short over here. This is all long play. Why? Look at volume, 1 million per bar. And why the short play over here came? Well, it's not my daily level best that I have. My daily level right now is around 12, but we have an exhaustion. You have to think that who bought over here 560 or bought at 6, over here came at 9, they exhausted over here. This is like overbought. So a little bit of profit taking, you will have it. Can I short right now? No. Why? Because the volume is still high. And personally, I'd be scared because I had many losses trying to short some stocks that are strong like this. The worst pre-market I had in my life, minus 35K, shorting something like this. Yeah, and the day I remember I shared, I think was like 5 years ago or something like that. I shared the entire process that I did, the wrong process. On the trade, and I was, I think I was with trade zero. Yeah, with trade zero. That was a big loss. And remember, traders, you're the only responsible for your losses, nobody else, okay? So that's a good short. And then after the short, what happened? Now check over here. This is the good long. Look the long. This is the good long. How I know it? You see that big buyer and $9 came. So the big buyer that you see over here is exactly this play. You see the long over here? That's the long play. Got it? Chiaro? Anselmo, chiaro? Dario, chiaro? Okay, that's the long play. You see the order flow, you see the dip, that's the long play. So a person more wise than me would say, where are the sellers? Okay, so don't short now. And all these shorts, this was a good short before, right? All these shorts are very aggressive because right now you're shorting a stock that has UPXI, 1 million float, and this already rotated. Let's put over here the volume, but I want to put the indicator. So let's put over here the flow rotation. Flow rotation, let's see how many times. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Woof. Woof. this flow rotated 20 times. 20 times flow rotation. 20 times flow rotation, guys. Okay, look over here. This is 20 time over here. You can see this 20 time flow rotation. It means that this has 1 million float, is the amount of shares you can buy in the stock market. But this has, okay, flow rotated 20 times. So it's a big beast. It's a big beast. Big beast, team, big beast. Era $3,70 quando mi ha avuto long, adesso è a 10,70. Okay, soon we start doing the plan also on futures and large caps for the day. Start early, 45 minutes. Okay, this is what I'm watching this morning. 50-minute charts. Put NVIDIA. Another aggressive short right now, 1070. 1070 aggressive short. Visto? Cosa ti dice Bookmap? 1070 aggressive short. This is easy, like, look, boom. 1035 right now. 1025. Boom. Yeah, brother. Correct. Short over here at 1075, 1030. So the risk is 1070. Correct. Okay, you see that? That is the short entry that I want. But it's aggressive short. It means that in 5 seconds, this can go like 12. So careful, okay? But I'm trying to explain over here the entire process. And 970, boom, you took almost $1, $1 per share, out 1/3, pay yourself. Got it? Visto come semplice? Cioè è semplice, devi sapere quello che devi fare, avere pazienza, però è quello così. Do I believe this is going to be a good short for all day? No. Practically, I believe this is only a scalp. Maybe it goes back up to like even 12, okay? But that's the first short play that we had now. So what we see over here, so that I cannot make you confusion, is this 1075 is here. There we go. That is. Okay, so when I see that seller, what happens? Boom, you short. But again, this is for aggressive short selling strategy. If you want to have something easier, you take the long plays that we had this morning. This, you see this long play over here? This green thing, a little Martian over here. This is your long. And he tells you to long at the close of this candle. And that's your short, okay? È bello così perché ti dà comunque una sicurezza di entrata. Te considera che ogni volta che metti 100 shares per un movimento così sono $100 già. Quindi da cos'è? 10,60, 9,60, $100. Chiaramente se tu fai 100 shares per, diciamo, uno stock da $3, non metterai 100 shares per uno stock da 10, metterai un terzo, metterai tipo 30. Però comunque è sempre un buon ritorno per quello che stai usando. Any Italians over here in the streaming?
Sgomato.
Still going down. This is a fib support, 78% fib, 78% fib. So 940. I see still sellers. You can see how they're dancing over here with the fib level, this 926. I like over here, if we can break and close below this 940, then I think we can go back to 750. Okay, let's look over here now, the market. Soon we're gonna start making the pre-market plan. So for who just came, hi everybody, I'm Jay. This morning we shared live a trade on EVGN short, MLGO long, and we stopped for a small loss. UPXI, couple of good longs and a couple of good shorts. HFSS, good short play. ES gave us a short over here in this candle. You can see the system is automatic, so there's not really too much to explain over here. If you studied the free lesson that I gave on YouTube, this is general rejection. All the bands are down. You can see when we cross, that's the entry, that's a play. The J line C is the confirmation of your trade, and you take over here like a nice little wash over here, 10-15 points. Now what I'm looking, the same exact pattern for the short side. Okay, so if we have a breakdown over here with selling pressure, I'm looking for a short until this 52.30, 52.38. All right, but it's still a bit early, and generally wait for 9 o'clock New York time to make the plan. So we're looking at NQ, Tesla, Nvidia, EVGN, MLGO, UPXI, HFSS. Italian market, not really that much. Gommato, ci puoi credere, Dario, ci puoi credere ragazzi che c'è ancora gente che fa trading su i nostri capidogli, perché sono capidogli sul mercato italiano. Che miseria. Per fare l'1%. Okay, so start watching NQ. Maybe a breakdown here. So we can cancel now. So I wanted to explain over here the process for this. I think we did it good. We share some good longs, some good plays. Same on EVGN. See, it's flashing. So if it confirms, this is going to be a good short play. Tesla. Un'altra. Allora, iniziamo a fare il piano. EVGN, we said. So EVGN, we are short 160. If we get pops again to 160, we're short. Target is gonna be 1. Okay, so EVGN. This is an example of a trade over here. Okay, how it came. Then we have MLGO. So this morning, this was a long. Totally missed this play. Now we can say, oh, Jay, it was so easy. Yeah, missed it. Came down. We looked along into here. You can see dip, J lines. The only thing that I don't like is the volume because it was 20, sorry, on the 1 minute it was 20, 30K. On the 5 minute it was 90K. But it was low volume, okay? You want to see something 200K plus on a 5 minute at least. It came over here, but you cannot size and stop 10 cents. So right now, not really interested. So what I'm looking only if we have a push into this 960. So MLGO, we have an SSR. So careful, not trade short with volume, but low volume short into 960. TP is gonna be 740. No long for now. Okay, there's no volume too long, and I don't want that. This is our gap and crap. This is the short play. This was Anthony made already 760 this morning, but he didn't hold a little bit. He had to hold a little bit more. So 5 minutes before 7 o'clock, you can see here, I said look for over under 5. And we stood with the first target 440, second target over here $4, 5 minute J-lines, and now we're looking for 3. So what we can short over here. Let's do this. Now I teach you something more. Maybe you know it, but if you don't know it, I'm gonna put it for you anyways. So let's wait that they load. Okay. They must be loading. All right, beautiful. So if we get this morning a pop into 430, this is a fib level over here, 50%. I'm looking for ideally this, this, and this, okay? So that would be my preferred long play, okay? So over here, and meanwhile, UPXI is going. So over here, we're looking for ACSFS. We trade like a gap and crap. As you guys like to say, it's low-hanging fruit. 430 area, short play. TP is gonna be 3. So there's a lot over here, potential unwind. Okay, brother, as I said, I'm not here to sell anything. We have a trading room. If you want to trade with us, you're invited. Reach out to team at JTrader. Gonna give you a super discount in case you want, okay? Team at JTrader.co. For everybody, super discount. And it's no bullshit because we share profit, borrows, P&L, and setups. But mostly learn how to trade. Okay. SHFS this. Let's look here, guys. UPXI, okay? This, guys, is UPXI. So this morning, first long we had over here on the 1 minute, fake breakdown. Second long play automated. And even if here is written long, I'm not really looking to long at this point. Okay, so let's check into the daily level. Right now we remove everything. This is a clean chart. And we're gonna do this. Okay. So these levels that you see are high peaks of, in this case, supply. So my high peak of supply this morning is going to be 1270 or 16. And I'm going to write over here the plan. So on UPXI, we have a micro float, high volume, multiple flow rotation, and we have 2 streets. So always prepare for 2 plans. Plan A is going to be 1270 or 16 to short. The aggressive short, it can be very fast, so no newbies, is open, pop and fail. The plan A, or actually the plan long, right? So the long play is going to be an under-over. How we know about the under-over? And it's very simple. So technically, okay, so technically talking, let's put this here. It's a UPXI in the 1 minute, right? So technically talking, if you have a fake breakdown, so let's say this is the open level, right? Let's make just a hypothesis over here. We have this breakdown and push, that's gonna be my long play, because often we have this. And the long play we added this morning, at this point over here, you see, this was the support. And over here, we got the long play coming in, the confirmation on a 5 minutes was brutal because this was the long that we had on the 5 minutes. Remember what I said, this is automated. Our traders took the long over here, we shared the trade, and the second trade came over here. I don't like this long up here because as I said, we are in an area of high supply, so we can start dumping over here. It's just 1088, I don't like this, I want to wait. So, or we have a fake breakdown here, and then I'm longing, but for short, we can have or display. So again, 1088 and fail. Otherwise, 1270, 1280 and fail. So I'm looking for those two major plans, okay? Hope you can understand, but I will write over here the plan. So why I'm saying this, because it's generally what they start doing, these plays. So our fake breakdown is going to be a major trap in long, or a fake breakout, major bull trap, and over here short. We have to see how the biggies over here, they will hand over here the play. Yes. So yes or SPY. Future traders will trade yes. ETF traders or like stock trader will trade over here like the SPY. So you can see that the system is telling over here for short. Okay, so we'll screen share this. There's still short. So this was the entry point. Over here, it's telling over here short and long, but you can see that the band still didn't cross. So in case over here we start crossing, this morning we were gonna have a short play. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Trend is bearish. The system will tell us over here in the forecast what to trade. So the first play that I'm looking for is going to be a short. So continuation of the plan. So I'm going to write over here the plan on yes. Continuation of the trend short over under play is going to be written. In that case, TP 5240. Risk is going to be between 3 to 5 points. Okay, so we're looking for 4 to 5 R. José, o italiano o inglese, okay? Io non hablo muy bien español, mi amigo, okay?
Well, we got the Spanish people, Jose and...
But we have a lot of Spanish people. Yo tengo mucho amigos en español nella trading room, ma io non hablo bien, okay? So this is the short. Grazie Anselmo. So this is the short play, and for now I'm not looking for long plays. The other play could be a good short into the 5280, so we'll see. Or 5280 too short. Per long play, we need to wait the market. Tesla or NQ, same. Why I'm saying Tesla the same? Because Tesla generally, like Nvidia, these days is moving like ES and NQ. Okay, so this morning I don't like to trade pre-market, especially on Monday morning. Tesla, these are the short plays on Tesla. You see the bands over here are bearish. I prefer to trade very clearly a trendline break short. These are my plays, okay? Or these are my plays. You can see that the system tells me over here. So where is it? Yeah, The system tells me over here short and short. Okay, so I'm waiting for exactly those plays. So if this morning over here we'll have that play, I'm gonna look for a short, okay, on Tesla. And we're looking for this major target, 217. Okay, so over here, we're gonna make over here the demand zone. All right, so Tesla, I'm gonna make it over here. Tesla, plan A, we call it over under. TP, I know it's a lot, but TP is going to be 217. So we're looking for puts this morning, 220, weekly options, puts out of the money. Plan B, fake open breakdown, which is called reverse 50, which is called bear trap, long play. In that case, TP is going to be 237 and 50. It's a pivot. All right. So the level 237.50 is this pivot over here, 237.50 to 238. Why is a pivot? Because this is the major relative low of the previous trading day. Okay, so this day over here. Nvidia, the same plan as Tesla, so it's gonna move relative to Tesla and relative over here to NQ, which is giving a short play right now. This is the NQ short play, okay? This is NQ short play. Exactly on the bar over here, that's your risk. Charu, Mikey, are you came back? Short play. So for who just came this morning, we are short on SHFS from 490. MLGO, we had a stop, small stop, and we missed a good long. EVGN, we're short from 160. NQ gave us short entry right now. And UPXI, we had a small short and then a couple of long plays and also 2 scalp short plays. This is what we had this morning. I'm gonna cancel all this stuff, okay? I don't want too many lines. All right. Let's see over here also what we have on Bookmap. Okay, all right, now a few things to go over here. That's, you can see the scanner with EdgeToTrade, and that's the Bookmap, the order flow. Plus I have the level 2 and temps and sales. Okay, getting back over here to UPXI, right? So we had a couple of long plays. One over here, we explain why, and one over here, both with the 5 minutes. On the short side, this indicator over here is the exhaustion of JTrader, right? So JTrader exhaustion over here. On the short side, we had this play that it was an aggressive short, so basically didn't pay. This over here was another aggressive short, sorry. This over here was another aggressive short. Exactly where you see the arrow over here is double arrow. So you can take the short, and remember, we share this using Bookmap. But personally, for newbies, I don't tell you to short something like this. Too much high volume. Stay with the long plays. Okay, so even if the open, we have a good short play, let pro traders take it. Newbies don't take. The system over here alert another short play on this. You can see the top over here exhaustion, and it came down pretty good, but I prefer you take long plays. Okay, so avoid the shorts and look more into the long plays. If we won't have a long play, nothing, you don't trade it. but this is high volume. It came over here from 370, our first entry, and it came over here all the way up until almost 12. So we have to see how it will open. Remember, 100 millions private placement on a microflow stock is 28 times flow rotated. So let's write over here a few things. Microfloat, 28 times float rotation, 100 million private placement, high volume. So careful, guys, very much too short something like this. Leave it to the pros, please. All right, so in about, we're gonna stay over here still 10-15 minutes together, and then we're gonna go into our streaming in the room. So we're gonna start doing some preparation for our trading, but still we have 15 minutes together. So let's see if something else is popping up. So we have over here, ES and NQ that just gave the short right now. How we know they gave the short? Well, very easy. We said we're waiting for the J line C or waiting for the J slim. Okay, so those are the short play. Guys, one thing I tell you, you have to study to become good. Don't follow alerts and learn how to trade. And that requires a lot of time. In the room, there are traders much better than me. I made a good strategy, which is profitable if used over time. But even if the strategy is good, you have still to be disciplined trader, respect the rules, don't have anxiety, be, I would say, on time every day, be precise, and do your homework. Because I can tell you that I teach you how to dig for gold in the right spot. Where's the gold? You come with me, but maybe when I'm digging for the gold, you lay down drinking a couple of beers and looking at Playboy. I don't think we'll find any gold, okay? So the point is, you have to be relentless, you have to be disciplined, and you have to put the work in, but in a smart way. You don't have to study 60 hours a day, 1-2 hours a day, good, but do the proper things. This is what we do in mentorship, for example. Today I have a trader over here. He's young. He's Davide. He's 19 years. You're 19, buddy?
20.
Fuck, he's 20 years old, guys. 20 years old. 20 years old, guys. Trent, he has a better testosterone than you and me. So 20 years old, and he's learning how to trade. It takes time, but I believe that, and in the room we have people also 7 years old starting to learn to trade, okay? So anytime. But I believe that if you want to get something, this is a beautiful profession that you can do in life, okay? Start with an income. So I have a part-time job, I have a full-time job, study part-time. And once you see that you become good, that you can make money, then you can take, a period of, we say in Italy, of, break from work. You start doing trading, you see how it goes. And if you are very, very good, then you can do this like full-time. But I've been 20 years old and starting to trade. I had 19 years old when 19 years old when I started trading, and fucking I'm not 43. That's a lot of time ago. Victor, you got murdered doing longs, brother. And I can tell you, I got murdered doing longs and shorts. The point is, back testing the market. So I show you something. When I go over here, okay, this is called EdgeToTrade. It's an app that me and my partner did. My partner is the genius behind this. Okay, I'm only the thing I told her, let's do this, and then he put over here on this. So we can back test over here with multiple filters to see how many stocks fail, run, what are the best longs, what are the best shorts, and so on. And for example, you're right, because in small cap land, even from the starting of the year, it was just running back tested this weekend, 70% of the small caps that we have, I'm not talking about Tesla, okay, even if the market, the big caps are coming down, but the small caps, there's a big edge because 70% of this crap faded on day one. So good shorts. But the shorts are a little bit more tricky. They're not often open and fail. They're open, fail, push, and then they fail. Okay? So, and yeah. So shorts are pretty good. Okay, let's review this morning. We said we had EVGN. Okay, I want to share with you something. Thank you, Chad, over here. So Chad is a full-time trader, but he also has an activity. So he's even as a full-time trader, he trades like 2-3 hours a day. Then he starts his daily job. He's an entrepreneur, and he's trading over here in the room already many years. He made multiple times his account. He's a pretty good trader. He's working with Cobra. We work with some good brokers. And over here, I just wanted to share with you how he did EVGN. If you want the full process, why we showed over here and we got this fail, watch this recording webinar from the beginning, because actually I explain everything. It's really a lesson. Okay, so EVGN, I explain how you can take the top trick over here short. So I know Victor is probably skilled, or Derek, but you can give me then your opinion, write in the comments if you have like a different way. I like to learn, also know more things. And then over here this morning we had SBFM, so you can see also how precise he was. He showed a 170, risking few cents and taking multiple R's. So it's basically a good low risk entry based on the system and an order flow. All right, so we were over here together, and I said, let's look over here. This is a short play. It's a short play on NQ. Is working. What we're looking for, it is this target, 18,080. If we have a breakdown, we'll add over here the open more. If we have a fake breakdown, we get out and we start looking for a long play. Based on what NQ is going to do, you have Tesla and NVIDIA to trade. Okay, so this is... this guys is just like a different system that I use, right? So basically tell me when a stock is overextended or is overbought, so I can look at these conditions. But again, alone they mean nothing if you don't have the clear levels where to trade. Okay, just want to look over here into the hourly. Okay, so a few things over here we're going to watch together before looking to join the stream in the room. First of all, NQ, this hourly chart. NQ has this major trend. So this is NQ. If you break this trend line, okay, so if you start breaking 700, 17,800, market is going to simply go all the way down. Okay, what are for me the best plays? You see over here, once both the J-lines are bearish, okay? And I explained the whole system over here. You have all this free. Go on my YouTube and explain it. And this, okay? So you're over here overbought, but the trend is down. So I like to short these plays over here. So over here you are, again, you see overbought, right? And then I like to short this play over here. Now, I over here see only oversold, all right? So what happens? I would like to see a pop over here and a fail, and I would like to see over here the pop in a fill, and that will be my A plus setup short for a short in the market. You got it? Okay, so that is gonna be my A plus setup to short on swing on NQ, so to be bearish in the market. So when they tell me, what do you think is gonna do SP or Tesla or Nasdaq or Amazon, I don't know. I'm not gonna simply tell you bullshit, I don't know. But I know exactly when the system that I trade is gonna tell me to buy or short. How do I know that? Well, look over here at gold. Okay, we know gold. You can trade GC or you can buy ETFs. You can do whatever you want. You can buy even like gold and, you know, like in the stock, dobloni. Okay, whatever. But the point over here is the same exact pattern that we had before. So over here, the trend is up. Okay, you see the blue, talking really J-lines 1 above J-lines 2. And again, I share the entire over here. What are these? Go on my YouTube, I explain it. This is a oversold condition. This is my level when I want to enter for a long play. This was a mid oversold condition. You can see it's below 50. I will love it here below 20. So if you enter, you're going to enter like half size. So in order for me to enter on something on gold, I will need something like this. So over here, we're too much overextended. Maybe gold can have a spike, maybe another 200 points, because there's the war, there's like tariffs, and everybody's trying to buy gold as they think, you know, this is going to go always up. In the long term, yes, but this is not the point to start buying gold. Okay, so try to have it here, wait for an inflection. Okay, guys, so let's see what time is it. This is gold in the morning. So again, you can see that you can actually trade it also intraday, the system, even if I prefer this only for swing. So this is what we had this morning. Okay, so we had over here an oversold condition where you can start looking to buy. So if today we're going to have this and I start seeing again green coming in, you see this green, then I'm looking to buy again over here. This was, for example, last week's oversold condition, and you look to buy. Oversold condition over here at 11 p.m. You don't buy it, okay? So you're looking for the right times to buy. Okay, so let's start. Yeah, let's start with the streaming in the room. All right. So again, we'll be here back, I believe, maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna do this like, you know, from time to time to teach you something. And for everybody who wants to trade with me in the room, just to reach out with an email at team@JTrader.co. Okay, so team@JTrader.co. So thank you very much. You can share this. Please leave a comment. It's free. I'm doing for you. And whatever you want, just reach out and I'll help you. Okay, no matter what, if you're part of my team or not part of my team. Love you all and see you tomorrow. Thank you.